Oh, hi. How many times do I have to bang my head against a brick wall with so many businesses in the world that just don't get it? They just don't get that they need to be thinking about what happens when a customer, a potential customer, walks through the door or picks up the phone and calls you. How many times have we got to go through this, guys and girls, around the world? The reality is you are throwing money down the toilet if you don't know what happens when a customer, a prospect, picks up the phone and calls your business or walks through the door of your business. If you don't know what happens, you are throwing money away. Welcome to JTInTheRaw, show 277, where I chew the thin on business, and after 33 years in business, 34 years in business, I have just a few thins to chew. First up, I want to give a big shout out to everybody that checked out last week's show. Last week's show was 276, where I talked about the importance of confirmation calls. When somebody's coming to see you, confirming those appointments will increase your show ratio, whether that's via a call or text, but confirming boosts the show ratio of appointments. Thank you to everybody that reached out to me on a DM saying how important they felt that message was and that they shared it with their team. If you missed last week's show, whether you're watching live or on replay, put 276 in the comments below, 276. I'll send you the link to the show and maybe it'll help you and or your team. Now, this week's show has been inspired by a couple of different incidents this week. First up, I spoke with a client who told me that they have not received a single lead all week. And I said, are you telling me that the phone hasn't rung, nobody's walked in to your business at all this week? And they said, absolutely no one has. And I said, I kind of find that hard to believe. I said, let me ask you this question. Are you free in 30 minutes? They said, yeah, I am. So I hung up, I called the business, I made an inquiry, did not make an appointment because the person taking the call was so bad. I hung up, I rang the owner, and I said, I need you to do me a favour. Put me on hold, ring the club, and find out if you had any inquiries today. So the owner put me on hold, rang the club, the gym that I just shopped. Have we had any inquiries today? No, none at all. Are you sure you haven't had any? Yep, no, we have had none. Came back and said, no, we haven't had any inquiries today. I said, I just shopped your club. Ladies and gentlemen, there is an example. Is when the staff are not closing appointments or not closing sales, I bet they're not actually recording that you got a lead. Another example, I went into a club this week, walked in, person said, hey bro, can I help you? I went, yeah, I'd like to have a look around and find out about memberships. No probs, bro, let's go. I'm not bro, I'm Justin. That's my name. Showed me through the club, gave me the prices while we're walking around. I said, okay, that's pretty good. And he said, anything else you want to know? I said, no, that's pretty much it. He said, all right, no problems. Let me know when you want to join. And I walked out. I didn't realise at this time, with this economy, that so many businesses were doing so well that they could just piss off all leads and inquiries. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the return on investment. The return on investment, what's it cost you to make the phone ring? What's it cost you to get someone to walk through the door? And how many of those do you want a day or a week? Sum that up. Work out what that is going to cost you in marketing costs every single week. Now, many people would think what I need to do is I need to sales train my team. I need to train my team in sales and the processes that we need in order to convert those inquiries into sales, or those leads into better inquiries and then into sales. No, you don't need sales training. You may need sales training, but not yet. What you need first is to identify where the pig is in the pipe. So if you've got a pipe and there's a pig inside the pipe, it blocks everything. So you need to identify where exactly that is, then you can do your sales training. How do you do that? Guys, you've got to do mystery shopping. You have to be mystery shopping your team, whether it's on the phone or whether it's in person. You have to be mystery shopping your team to identify where the weakness is in the sales process. Then you can do your sales training. Then you can be very specific with that sales training with the sales consultant that you're paying so much money for. But if you don't know where the issue is it at the call? Is it when people walk in? Is it when they're giving the prices? Is it the follow-up process? What is it? Mystery shopping gives you that answer. Mystery shopping is an investment in your business. Write it off as an acquisition cost, if you will. Write it off for staff training. How you put it on your balance sheet or on your P&L, I don't really care. But what I do here every day during this pandemic is we're not getting leads. We're not making enough sales. I agree. I don't think you are probably getting as many leads as you got pre-pandemic. No disagreement there. But what I do disagree is how you're handling those inquiries. And could you be doing it better? The short answer is quite possibly. With mystery shopping, you'll identify very clearly where the pig in the pipe is, where the blockage is, where the friction point is. You'll know that. Then you can go to your sales training companies and say, hey, train my team in how to convert at a tour, or how to convert at a price presentation, or how to convert on the phone. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's an investment. So I think, as I put in the post, if you're paying $600 a week to make your phone ring or to get someone through the door in acquisition costs, for less than half of that, you could have someone walk in and then walk out and give a comprehensive report on how you could do it better. I'm hating banging my head on the wall with so many people who complain and whinge to me as owners that they're not converting, that they're not getting enough leads. My question is, are you sure you're not getting enough leads? I can bet that club that I walked into this week where I was bro, I can bet that that was not recorded as a walk-in tour. I can bet. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is not for your team. This is for you. If you own a business, if you're the club manager, if you're a department manager, whatever business you're in, you could be in real estate, you could be in physiotherapy, you could be in occupational therapy. For goodness sake, you could even own a boutique, a clothing store. Because we know Harvey Norman, IKEA, Target, they all do mystery shopping. You all do mystery shopping. You could be just like those big businesses. Pause, relax, mystery shop, find out where your pig in the pipe is, then fix it. Don't guess. Don't have someone else tell you. Do the research. Do the research to find out where it is, fix it, and you'll close more sales. Simple as that. It's an investment in your business. Now, of course, I've got a hidden agenda here because this is what my business does. But I find it incredibly frustrating. You don't have to use us at all. Don't use us. You can get your friends to shop and tell you. But you've got to do something because you're wasting marketing dollars generating leads that are not being handled professionally and giving you the most opportune way of closing sales. So, if you've got any value out of today's show, please give me a love heart, whether you're watching live or on replay. But I want you to go away and I want you to think about this. I want you to change your thought processes around what mystery shopping is. It's an investment in your business. Regardless of what business you are, how is that inquiry handled? And that, ladies and gentlemen, will lead to more sales. Whether you've got one staff member who's running the business when you're not there, or whether you've got 50 staff members. Mystery shopping is the key to identifying how to close more sales, and then have targeted sales training. Find out where that pig is in the pipe, where that friction point is, where that blockage is, and your business will prosper in 2022. Thanks for tuning in to JT in the Raw. I'll see you same time next week. Catch you on the flip side.